Hello everyone, welcome back to Feed the Beast. This is Moar, your host for today's episode. We're going to go ahead today and work on the power solution that we had implemented last time there. If you remember from last episode, we've got a thing of water over there, a big tank of water, which is creating buckets and feeding them in here, and then getting pulled out again. I made a few minor changes off camera, but I'm going to go ahead and go into some of the more changes we're going to go ahead and make here. The first thing you'll notice is, look at this, we don't have much in the way of water. With this is the maximum amount that we're going to be playing here. Maximum amount of water mills we're going to be using. It seems like one... That's getting really annoying. You know what? Let's go into cheat mode real quick. Let's turn this water off. There we go. Turn rain off. There we go. Let's see here. And now they'll start dying in the background, of course. Anyhow, one router is not going to be sufficient to providing water to all of these water mills. It's just not going to happen there. It's pulling water in, but it's just not going to happen. So, we'll come back to that in just a minute. Before we get to that point, let me go ahead and show you what we're doing over here. Now, I made a couple of changes with the way we're doing this. The first thing is I decided, rather than just worry about a machine going through, or a plan going through and tell it to create a bucket, which uses up CPU power from the auto crafting system there. What did I leave in there? Actually, I'm suddenly curious. What on earth is... Ah, whoa! Apparently I just almost tapped right into the... That's interesting. Okay then, anyhow, so it was taking up crafting slots. So what I've done, which is significantly better, at least for the time being, is I've gotten 4 valves set up, and for these valves, I've gotten an I/O block set up on either side of those, which one is just inserting buckets, the other one is outserting buckets at a full pace. I've also, instead of going right into the network, I've got 4 iron chests here, which are filled up with buckets to be used as a buffer. These should have sufficient water buckets here. Now, you'll notice the water is going down fast. So originally we were working with 1 aqueous accumulator, and I was testing this out with using more than 1 accumulator, but it was having difficulties. So what has been suggested to me to try, which I was trying this in creative and it seems to work quite well, is to be using the Zycraft water blocks. Basically, it's sort of like a source water block from Zycraft. We place this right over top of a valve, and it creates water, and it fills it up quite fast. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a few valves, and then we're going to make some water blocks. So let's go ahead and make a big grouping of valves here first. So do we have any valves? We got 5. We want more than that. So again, for valves, we got a bucket in the center with these in the corners and iron bars. So do we have any buckets available? Yeah, we got plenty of buckets. Alright, so there's that. And let's go ahead and get some of this here. And then we need engineering. So let's use red. Red should be sufficient for most of our purposes here for the time being. 44. That's probably way too many, but we'll go with it for now. So let's go ahead and run over here. So at the moment, in fact, let's go ahead and to give you a comparison, let's go ahead and turn off this network first. So I've got this little switch here. This is on a dark cable, so as I flip this section is disconnected and it no longer connects to the network, therefore no longer starts pulling water out. So, to give you an idea, this is how fast 1 aqueous accumulator seems to be filling up here. Although it looks like it's filling up some buckets right now. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump down here. Let's go ahead and pull this out. So, and then we can even dig down here and pull this out. We're not gonna worry about feeding into that anymore, so we're good there. Alright, so next up, let's go ahead and head up top. And up we go. Alright, so that breaks the thing here. Interesting. I guess the blocks fall inside for if they were in the IO block when the thing is broken here. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and stick these guys on the sides here. Well, not on the sides, but you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and cut all the way out here. There we go, so far. Gotta love tools like this, make this so much easier. Alright. Let's pick all this up because it's not going to form a tank with stuff inside. Next up, let's go ahead and put some valves down. So, and we'll do it that way since apparently I can't reach all the way over. Or even place blocks properly. Alright. I think we made quite enough here. There. We now have a bunch of valves. Now, these are just going to be used for inputting. We're going to put the Zirconium water on top here. But, right now, we have no water. Alright, so let's go ahead and run in here and let's get some Zirconium water cooking up. So, the Zirconium water is blue engineering bricks, surrounded by stone, surrounded by buckets of water. I think we have buckets of water. I think we can do that. Let's see here. So, we need to smelt up some blue Zirconium. Let's go ahead and throw... Oh, we got some obsidian dust in here. Let's turn that off. And let's go ahead and throw this in. And I think I was making some more glass. That's what I was doing. Alright, so blue Zirconium. So next up we need some bricks. We got plenty of these, so we shouldn't be in good shape. Actually, was it bricks or was it stone? Stone. Smooth stone. Smooth stone. Alright, so not bricks. Stone. We have a lot less of that handy at the moment. So we'll, in fact, let's go ahead and cook some of this up also. Let's just throw this in our little smelter over here. Alright, cobblestone, 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 and cobblestone. Here we go. And let's go ahead and clean up our inventory real quick, so we can throw this here in. While this is cooking, let's go ahead and finish setting up over here. So like I was saying, one router, not enough. So we're going to go ahead and move to 2 sets of 3. Go. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! Anyone else want a piece of this sword? Anyone? Anyone at all? Okay. Can't even remember what I was doing now. Ah, yes. So, let's go ahead and throw these routers down. So, we're going to go ahead and do... Whoops. We're going to go and place them in the wrong spots. Doesn't matter where you actually put them, I don't think, but... There we go. This should help me remember which ones are which. So this one... Bottom slots... Buckets. This one... Bottom slot... Bucket. So these should be able to pull out lots and lots of buckets, and then we're going to tell it to extract. And extract. And the last one's... Yep. Extract. Yep, we're still safe to extract. So. Now we're going to go ahead and put 2 more import buses down. We're going to tell these import entire stacks at a time. Basically pull everything you can out of this, so we're good. I was messing around with the bandwidth upgrades. I don't know if bandwidth upgrades actually do much of anything, but I'll throw one in anyway. At least in regards to this, there haven't been a lot of help in this regard. Finally, there's the inputs. Now we need to get some water for our water bucket here. So good thing we got a bucket left. You know, why not just go to the front door? The door's there for a reason. Getting me stuck. That's right, getting me stuck. Alright, so entire stacks. Bucket. Entire stacks. So this should export into the router. The router should then insert into the bottom sides. Go. That's already set correctly. Excellent. And then 1, 2, and we're connected. Alright. Go away! Alright. Let's go and eat a little bit of donut on the cob. Looks like it's still glitched. So now we throw this in, and it should come out one of these routers here. So you need to have enough router capacity to pull them out as soon as they are able to be pulled out, because you can't put more water in until the buckets are pulled out. That was one of the first things I was running across, is there would be empty buckets just sitting there waiting, and it wasn't able to keep up demand. So that first thing's taken care of. Let's go ahead and take a look, check in with our Zicorium, see how we're doing there. Alright. Blue Zicorium. And then water. There we go. And what did I miss? Oh, no, I had it right in the first place. So we'll hold off that. We'll hold off those. And this is a redstone. And then 4 bricks. So I was right in the first place. There we go. 64 should be enough for now. So let's go and throw that there. These 4 there. Bucket of water there. And we have a Zicorium water. And some empty buckets. Let's go and throw these in here. So let's see if 32 are enough. So let me go and show you what one of these looks like. So, like I said, we got none in there at the moment. Check that out. That's insane. So, let's just plow these down here. There we go. And we were a 3 short. And just look at that water come in now. I mean, that's... Let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Let's see if this can keep up with demand now. So, I went ahead and pulled this up and put it back down again to empty it out and take a look at that. Now, to measure, you can pick up an EU reader. So, EU readers are real simple. Circuit, cables, and a glowstone. And what they do is they let you start measuring how much EU something is producing. In this case, we're getting basically 111 or 112 EU out of all of these here. Probably because I have about 112 of these things sitting down or something like that. So this is generating 102. Yep. It says it's getting 91. Go. And yep. So there may be something else blocking it, but anyhow, we're getting power at a really good click. So, right, let's go ahead and go back here. Ow, that hurt. Let's see here. These things are pretty useful, so let's go ahead and make up a little bit more of these. So a bit of redstone and some bricks. Hey. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And some smooth stone. And a water bucket. That should be good for our purposes. There we go. Take a look at this thing. It has already filled itself up. And despite everything that is putting out to pull water in, it is not even phasing it at the moment with that much water coming into it. It's insane. And this is what it should look like when everything's working correctly. You should at all points and times have a full bucket of water waiting below to fill in the water mill for every one of these. We could probably, if we had some more, we could probably get some more in if we really chose to. So we might do a second layer at some point. But the purpose has been served here. So just take a look at this. We're already at 700,000 EU and climbing there. Which, overly expensive for what it does. You, if you've got easy access to the nether, you can go ahead and simply you know, pump lava out like I'm doing with this one here. But if you don't have access to nether, this is a way to get an easy, non-stop bit of water going on. You don't have to worry about using block updates and to pour water in from pulling from unlimited water. You don't have to worry about, you know, making aqueous accumulators to pull water in. The Zycraft block will do just fine. You might be able to do it with aqueous accumulators, but it takes a lot of them. Like I said, I was trying most of these. I'd filled out all of these at one point here, and I put a liquid tesseract on each of these, and it wasn't able to keep up here. So maybe if you had one aqueous accumulator for every one of these bricks we just put down, but these are a lot more expensive to make. So we'll have some to keep around in case we need aqueous accumulators in the future, but they are a lot more expensive to make. There we go. There's the water, there's the valves, tesseract. We got some extra, lots of extra liquid tesseracts now we can use for whatever we desire. So, the other thing we can do is this here. You see, this is outputting a lot of power. These are actually doing 32 EU per tick. So, I mean, all of that right there, that is equivalent to what we just made outside. Let's just get a quick reading here. And maybe not. New measurement. Yeah, so I take it back then. So these are probably actually generating like 16 or something like that. So we've tripled our EU capacity total. We just don't have it tied into the rest of the network at the moment. Yep. Or else this is just probably not using up. Yeah, it's probably not using up all that much power at the moment. Does that? Let's go ahead and dump this in to see if we can get a better reading. Let's empty out a big chunk of this power. Here we go. Starting measurement. 96. Yep. So this is giving us 96. Yeah, that's what I thought there. So this is nearly equivalent to what we have built over there. Not nearly as fun, but, you know, some things you just got to do for the fun of it there. And again, if you're in an area where you don't have easy access to lava to do this, water will work. It is a lot more of a hassle, but it will do the job. What are you doing down here? Huh? What are you doing down here? Do I have a wand on me? I do not. Yeah, whatever. Let's see here. What else was that? So to go over that one more time then, so we have export buses here, exporting empty buckets, stacks at a time, into the blue section, through an item IO port. Then at the other item IO port, there is a... Pull that up there. Go. We have... is it actually used up? Yep, it's going through quite a few of those. So we still got a buffer. It pulls into... That would be because I took off my jetpack. This being without a texture pack is annoying. So these are just simply outputting straight into here, right into this chest here, which is being kept in the network with a series of input buses, and these are just basically being used as buffers. In case something happens, we've got a few boxes worth of buffers available. So, I know it's been a pretty short episode, but I think we've gotten our system in place here. The next thing we're gonna go and do is we're gonna be working on a way to get dynamite. Now, don't have a lot of use for dynamite other than what we were doing earlier, but for the implosion compressor, we need industrial TNT, and we need a lot of it. And so I'm gonna build us a machine that is going to, hopefully, if everything works out correctly, turn cobblestone and blaze rods into TNT, industrial TNT for us there. Since I've got a tier 5 blaze spawner, we can even probably get some experience going there, or just outright kill them and use that to grind up their blaze shards, their blaze rods. May end up... How did you get in here? How on earth did you get in here? I mean, this place is well lit. I mean, it's well lit. I've got torches all over the place. I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe it's from the flux. Maybe it's because of that. Maybe that wasn't bright enough. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah. So, like I said, next week, or not next week, next episode at least, rather, we're gonna go and start working on our gunpowder machine, and then from there we're going to go ahead and use it to craft our TNT, and then from there it'll go into industrial TNT, and we should be good to go. So, hope everyone has enjoyed watching. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know there. The suggestion about these Icorium bricks, for instance, was was sheer genius, something I completely had overlooked on that there. If you have any other suggestions, anything that you'd be interested in having me try, just drop it in the comments and I'll be glad to do what I can. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.